Ladies and gentlemen, we need to have us a little conversation regarding this right here. Because as a kid who grew up in the early to mid 90s, white women having booty or being full figured is what they call it. It wasn't really a thing back then. Matter of fact, you didn't really see white women with, hips and booty and all that full figure. You didn't really see that until about the mid 2000s. I'm gonna say around 2004, 2005 when it became sort of a trend. But then again, this is something that black women have always had. But hell, and you guys can deny this all you want, especially, some of you other guys. I'm not gonna say it. But yeah, it was a time when a full-figured white woman was frowned upon. Like, ew, you need to lose weight. Why are you trying to be like them black women? We want nice, slim, petite white girls. But one of the main reasons why is because the beauty standards are different depending on where you are. But the beauty standard of black America and the beauty standard of white America, especially I would say probably about 25 or 30 years ago, it was two different things. And that's the main reason why you got the girls in the Sir Mix-a-Lot video, Baby got back talking about some, oh my God, Becky, look at her butt, it's so big. She must be one of those rap guys' girlfriends. And some people say you don't want to be overweight because of health issues, and I get that, I understand that. But in our community, like if you had some size on you, had a little bit of, thickness, then you weren't really considered fat. You were considered, you were a healthy person. Now, don't get me wrong, it's different between being healthy and being obese, but if you had some size on, you're a little bit healthy. But according to some white beauty standards, you'd be considered to be overweight or unhealthy. But you ask almost anybody in the black community this, that if you're too slim, skinny, petite, or if you lose too much weight too fast, they'll either think that you're on drugs or you got cancer or something. And the black beauty standard has even spilled over into some other communities. Or maybe they've had it all along and I just never knew and never paid attention. But check this out.
No, where that Jackie Chan get back? Slow down, baby. Slow down. Niggas said they got cornbread.
Now, in other communities, she would be considered overweight. But to us brothers, that's a black man's dream right there, boy. Now, I'm a brother that's on the slimmer, skinnier side, so I like my women to have a little bit of meat on them. Now, everybody's entitled to their own preference and everybody's allowed to like what they like, but the one thing that I can't stand is getting shamed for is like, oh, the only reason why you like bigger women is because you might be broke and you can't get a slimmer, more petite women. Now, everybody should be able to like what they like without being judged and have the freedom of preference. But the one thing that I can't stand is getting shamed for my preferences. Like, oh, you like low-hanging fruit. You don't like those big girls because you can't get the small, slim, petite ones. And it's like, dude, come on. I don't shame you for your preferences of liking what you like, so why shame me for mine? But yeah, just to wrap this up, I want to know, in you guys' opinion, why is it that full-figured women are more frowned upon or less accepted? And why has it become more acceptable in recent years?